It's in the game.
Come on, set!
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating them boys for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been the prize, there's no need to be surprised.
Let's go now! Ready?
Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it.
Let's go.
It's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got CD Lamb. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last defense have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
19 Tiger! Hurry!
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Back to throw. Lyles. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down, New York.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 110 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Throwing on first down. Lyles, flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Singletary trying the left side. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation here, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing it up.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles eluding the pressure right. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Lyles. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On first down, Lyles escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hand the street! Hand the street! Ready?
Off the play fake. Lyles flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Lyles, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
21-0 our score after one. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it. And
here's a diving catch right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen with an amazing diving catch. And the Giants continue to pull away here this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot.
As his guys start with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Lyles. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Roll, roll, roll!
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
On the set.
A gain of
70
5
Lions.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Go.
Singletary looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready up. Ready, ready.
Singletary again. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Devin Singletary, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles, flush to his right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Chapman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Robinson. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there. They want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Throwing on first down. Lyles. A spin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The 37-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Lyles. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
A nice little juke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On first down, Lyles dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals. First down.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal, New York.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on second down. Lyles. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Singleton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Lyles eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Singletary going to get the handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Lyles. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll run again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun, Lyles forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that.
Viking 18.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you? And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
At the 60. At the 60. Flying. 18. Rattler. 18. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Lyles steps away to his left. There's a nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Chapman. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Lyles. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. It's Chapman. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lyles looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are pouring it on. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn.
And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Hey, can we get that music turned up?
Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a backstep in my bag. Waiting on get to it, it's like that. Try and get a backstep in my bag. Waiting on get to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hear my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out of the bed, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are known as Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep on in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I'm never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk of a name by the dip. And the name for me real quick. Ain't gonna stop till my net worth millions. Going to school, I dropped out. They try to read when I'm thinking out. Come find out 1v1, you bloods like a whiteout. Studio bed, my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Woman is like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, no sweat those. Bend no, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talking about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, dying on step, my headstone.
EA Sports. It's in the game.